Welcome back to Crafts by KMW. I'm Karen, and I am so excited that you are watching this video. I truly appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up to like the video. And if you're not already a subscriber, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. I am trying to grow. I'm almost halfway there to monetization, which means 500 subscribers. So I'm really excited about that. And you will get access to my catalog of videos as well as notification of when I post new ones like this. So shout out to my current subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate you, and I hope you are enjoying the channel. So today I have a full book flip through of my newest Hannah Karlzon book, Summer Nights. So I am slowly trying to build up my catalog of Hannah Karlzon books. This is my fourth. I have Daydreams, Grains of Gold, and Spirit Animals. And I wanted to get this one. I am trying to buy the cheapest ones first because her books are hardcover. They do go for a higher price than other books do. This one was $14.99 on sale. The regular price is $16.99. Not a huge difference, and $14.99 is pretty expensive for a book. However, I am in love with Hannah's artwork, and I do want to collect most of her books. And you get a lot of pages. You get a hardcover book that is really sturdy and will last and looks beautiful on a shelf. So to me, it's worth it. So this book is 96 pages. And it is 8.5 inches wide and 10 inches long, about the same size as a US sheet of notebook paper. So again, the cover is hard. You have this beautiful linen covered spine. And then the back of the book has a little description of the book and a little blurb about Hannah herself. So the book is double-sided and has really nice paper. I'll talk a little bit more about the paper as we go through. So here is the title page. Hannah always puts a little design on here, and I usually make a tiny background for it. So I'll do like a little circle or a rectangle shape around it just to give it a little grounding and to add a little bit more to the page. Here we have the copyright information. Again, there's a little illustration on the bottom. I will usually add clouds to this. I have this really cool cloud stencil, and I'll add clouds just to give this page a little more pizzazz. And then here is the book. This book belongs to page. I love this one. I love the wreath. I love Hannah's birds. She puts really pretty and intricate designs on them, and they're so fun to color. I really like them. So here we get to the first illustrations. And I'll talk about the paper here. So the paper is cream. It's like an off-white. It's not bright white. And it is pretty thick. I would say it's like a light to mid-weight cardstock. Now this paper is smoother than the paper in her other books. Daydreams is a pretty toothy paper, as well as Spirit Animals, but this one is very, very smooth. So I'm interested to color in this one and see how the paper reacts. In like Daydreams, which I'm coloring in now to try to finish the book, when I use, for example, my white Posca pen, the paper flakes and shreds. I don't know why. It doesn't do that with any other color, but it does do it with white. On that paper, you can't really use gesso. Like if you want to gesso your paper to to prepare it for alcohol markers, or you make a mistake and you want to gesso over the area you messed up on so you can color over it again. That paper just absorbs the gesso and doesn't allow it to sit on top and make that barrier layer that you need. But this paper seems different, so I'm really interested to see how this paper will react to my white Posca pens, gesso, and some other materials. So I really like this page, really innovative. If you have Grains of Gold, which is, I guess, sort of a best of book, it doesn't say that. She calls it a compilation book, but she has taken a bunch of images from this book and put it in that. So if you don't like doubles, you might not want to get Grains of Gold. I do have a flip through of that book on my channel if you'd like to check it out. It has pictures from spirit animals, this book, Daydreams, and I think one or two others that I can't remember off the top of my head. But this one is also in Grains of Gold, which I'm fine with because I really like it. It's a really lovely illustration, and I'll be able to color it totally differently from how I'm coloring it in Grains of Gold. So here we have a beautiful old stopwatch or pocket watch. Really like this illustration. I've seen this door on several Facebook groups. People have colored it, so I was wanting this door. So when I looked at a flip through of this book, I was like, yes, the door is in this one. So I was excited to buy it. This is a cute little grasshopper. Love these flowers. When I was a kid, I used to make flowers like that. So here we have a bunch of keys. This one is also in Grains of Gold. And here we have a little keyhole with a wreath around it. I love wreaths. I love coloring wreaths. This one is also in Grains of Gold, I'm pretty sure. But I love this page. I think it is so pretty. I like all the different types of flowers that are in here, so you can use lots of colors and make it really, really colorful. Or you could use one color and do different shades, which I think would look really lovely too. Like I could see these flowers in different shades of blue or purple, and I think they would look really pretty. I really like this illustration. I love the beads around it and the birds. Here we have a crown. Hannah does lots of crowns throughout her books, and this one's a little bit different than her normal ones, so I like this one. I like this illustration too, so whimsical. Hannah also does lots of mice in her illustrations. So here we have a little king and queen mouse. And again, we have some interesting flowers. I like that. It seems like this book has a lot more variety in the flowers. It seems like in her books, a lot of the flowers tend to be repeated page after page. And so I really like how in this book, there seems to be a lot of variety in the flowers. I love this one. Oh, look at this cat. I love cats. So really excited to color this one. Kind of reminds me of my Finn. He might not make an appearance in this video. He is happily sleeping on his cat tree, so he may not come around. So here we have a lovely house castle with some mushrooms. I'm not a fan of coloring mushrooms, but I have started to hate it less. I try to do them in different colors that maybe you wouldn't see in nature, but that make them more interesting to look at. There's so many shades of beiges and browns that we have in our sets of supplies. So I like to try to branch out a little bit. Like I could see these being done in either blues or like blue and pink combination for the heads here. I think that would look really lovely. Oh, I like this page. This is beautiful. I love owls. Again, I love how intricate and detailed she does these. It allows you to make them so colorful. And it also allows, I think, for metallic accents. So I might do like this little area, these little kind of almost suckers in like gold or silver. I might add some metallic here on these chains. So it gives you a lot of options when you're coloring. I love this page. This will probably be one of the first ones I do. So here we have some spiders. Not in love with spiders, but I like how Hannah makes her spiders pretty and very classy and dressed up. So I can handle that. Here's another owl. Poor guy, he's by himself instead of with his buddies on the previous page. So here we have a page pretty much full of mushrooms. We have a frog and a snail, but I like how these are decorated. So again, I can see these being done in bright, fun colors or cool pastel colors. Just something different than the norm. You wouldn't see mushrooms covered in stars in the real world. So I think this gives you license to go wild and make this page really fun and whimsical. So this page is also in Grains of Gold. I love this page. In that one, and I don't have it with me, I did something different with the skin. Instead of just coloring it a regular skin tone, I added some blue and pink and orange into it for the highlights, and it really looks cool. I really like that effect. It just is something a little bit different. So I might do another variation of that on this page as well. I just love the hair and so cool. This one is also in Grains of Gold. I like this illustration though, it's really fun. That one I did a background of purple and then gold right around the flowers, so I could do something totally different on this one. This one's also in Grains of Gold, these cute little geese. So here we have a floating castle. Ooh, something is lurking underneath. Here we have some fish. Again, I love just how fancy they are. I love all of the details she puts into her illustrations. So here we have some flowers. This would be nice to practice shading or blending or another technique that you would like to try on these. They're very simple, so it gives you lots of room to try some different things that you might want to try. This is also in Grains of Gold. So I just love this illustration. In that one, I think I'm gonna do all of this as tattoos on her in just black. So I think in this one, I would do these in color and just do them a little bit differently. Love this illustration. One of my favorites. So this one, even though it is a cat, I'm not too jazzed about. I do like the frame and I am looking forward to coloring that, but not a fan of that illustration necessarily. Here we have more mushrooms, again, very whimsically drawn, especially this one. So you can do lots of really cool stuff with this. We have another beautiful bird. Love this tail. That'll be fun to color. And with the stars, I could see this maybe done in like red, white, and blue for kind of a Americana or 4th of July look. So here we have a beautiful whimsical bug, so pretty. So we have two very cool frogs with a house on their back. Very whimsical page, very fun. This will be fun to color. And here we have another frog. I've seen this one before. I can't remember if this one is in grains of gold as well. It might be. This is a beautiful illustration. A lot going on here. This could look really, really pretty. I could see this in sepia tones or black and white and gray, or I could see it all in pastels or in really bright, fun colors. I think this will just be a beautiful illustration no matter how you would color it. So here's another with some fish. We have water. I really like doing water. Hannah has released a new book called Atlantis, or it might be Tales from Atlantis. That one has not been released in the US yet, but it will be, I think, in January. So I will be buying that. And all pages, or most of them, are underwater, or at least have some water in them. So I'm really excited for that book. I love underwater images. There's so many different ways you can make water and so many different supplies you can use. Sometimes I use watercolor or gelatos or markers or chalk pastels. There's just so many things you can do to get different effects with water. So here we have another castle and some mushrooms. Now here is an animal we don't see a whole lot in Hannah's books, is a squirrel. So this one is really cool. This one I think would look neat in fall tones, fall colors like yellows, oranges, reds, browns. Here we have a beautiful fancy bug. I think this one would look really cool with like a glow around it. I'm kind of getting into glows lately. I have a color along that was just released of the new Hannah Karlzon coloring page called Summoning Spirits that you can only get in her Etsy store. And I put a glow around that one and I really liked the effect. So I'm probably going to be doing glows a little bit more often. So here we have some really pretty flowers and a bird. Love that one. So I like this illustration overall. I'm not in love with the mouse, but love the bird. I love that he's on this little sleigh of flowers. It's really cool, fun, whimsical. So I really love this one. I love Hannah's people portraits. I think she does a really beautiful job of them, and I like how they're so different. Some of them are really whimsical, some are more realistic, and I really like that. They are fun to color, especially the way she does her hair. And I think this one will be really lovely. And here we have another bedazzled and bejeweled bug. So we have some more bugs over here. We have some flowers, some little bees. I like how she puts gemstones in a lot of her pages. I like trying to get different effects with the gemstones. Here we have another underwater scene with a frog. This one will be really pretty. And then we have some fish. Feels like these fish should be in the water over there. Okay, so these pages are two pages that are also in grains of gold. This one I've actually colored, and I really enjoyed doing the honeycomb. I didn't get it exactly the way I wanted to. I don't think I blended the inside of the honeycomb as well as I wanted to. I used 3 different colors, and they really didn't look like they were really blended as well as they should have been. So I'm excited I get another chance to color this. On that page, I did each jewel a different color. I used like rainbow colors, different colors, red, blue, green, purple, etc. This one, I might do shades of one color and see how that looks. I think that might look kind of interesting as well. We have another double page spread, some beautiful birds, lovely lady. Really like this one. Again, have another opportunity to do tattoos. So many different things you can do with tattoos. You can do them just black. You can do blacks and grays. You can do them in color. So I really like experimenting and making them look different. So here we have a chicken or turkey. I guess it is a turkey. Not seen in too many illustrations by Hannah. This one's interesting. And here we have just some feathers, kind of a plain illustration. I think it'd be fun to do some cool stuff with the background. I could see a glow around the feathers and then some different colors in the background. Oh, she's cute. So here we have a young girl in a cat mask. That should be fun. And this one, lovely illustration with the flowers and butterflies. This one might be in grains of gold as well. I can't remember. There might be a page that just looks similar to it, so I might be mistaken on that. So here we have a page of just some crystals. Again, this is great for practice to see what you like, what techniques you like the best on crystals. I tend to do each little section in different shades of one color. So I'll go dark to light, like say I'm going to do this one red. And then I like to cover the whole thing in a clear glitter gel pen, or I have Spectrum Noir sparkle pens. And I really like that look. I've also covered gems with clear nail polish, and that gives them a shine but not a glitter or a sparkle, and that looks pretty cool too. And that is actually a neat look on these crystals as well. So here we have a really cool woodpecker, I guess. And look, it's undercovered some cool gems. Be neat to color. So I'm not sure I know what these are. Oh, I think they may be strawberries. Oh, how cool. This is a very unique illustration. So I've never seen anything like this. I don't understand why most of them don't have their tops, but I think that'll be an interesting one to color. And here's a very cute one. Again, a really neat bird. I love this little girl. These flowers and plants around are unique, so I think that'll be a lovely one. Very fun one to color. Now, I have seen this page before on various Facebook groups, and it looks stunning colored. And I was really excited to find out that this page was in this book, and so I'm really looking forward to coloring these. Millie Murata has some snake pages in her books too. I'm not a fan of snakes. I do not want to see them live and in person, but for some reason, I really like coloring snakes. There's so many things you can do with them, and here they're so intricate and detailed. You can do so much with these, and I think it will look really, really lovely when colored. I can see these just being all different colors and just being a really bright, fun page. So I'm really looking forward to coloring that one. So here we have another bird. We have a beautiful castle again with those same flowers from the other page. And some little berries like that, a little bit different. Oh, this is a cute one. So we have some birds and clouds. I love how she makes her clouds. They're so whimsical, and you can do a lot with them. You can color them one color. I have colored them very lightly in the past, and then I add little ribbons of like sparkle pen or clear gel pen to give them a little bit of glitter, and they look really, really pretty. So that one's going to be a nice one to color. Here we have some houses. It almost looks like they should be put together, like it's cut out and assemble. So here we have another lovely bird in a really pretty frame. Oh, this one's cute. So we have a bird and his or her little mouse friends, and he or she is sheltering the mice. I think that's really cute, adorable illustration. Oh, so I love this one. Again, I just love the birds. I love the jewelry. So this one will be really fun to color. Everything is so intricate. Pages like these are really good for using gel pens or fine liners because the areas are so small. So you can use some more of your supplies. So here we have a little bug spiral that's cute. And then we have some birds and flowers, lovely illustration. So you often see rabbits in Hannah's illustrations. So here we have one, this lovely frame. And I like that you can do the background to make it look like a wall. I think I would like to do maybe a striped effect or use a stencil. And so I think that would be, this would be a good page for that. Here we have some more keys. I think these are either cranes, maybe storks. Lovely birds. And I love this frame. This is really pretty. You can do a lot with it. You can make it look like water. You could make it look like rainbows. You could make it look like fire. So pretty. Lots of possibilities. So here we have another animal. So this is a salamander. I haven't seen these very often in Hannah's books. We have some unique flowers, which again, I love. Here we have a butterfly and some flowers. Oh, here we have a hanging bat. And she's a fancy one. She has some jewelry on. This is really pretty. This would make a nice fall Halloween coloring page. It's really cute and whimsical, so you could do a lot with it. And here we have another type of bird, maybe a crane or a phoenix. Could even be a phoenix. So this might look good in reds and oranges. Oh, I like this one. Again, we have the birds and they have some pearls or something sparkly in their feet and in their beaks. I think it'd be fun to make those look glittery and spherical. I like trying to practice making things look round in 3D, so that's a good practice for that. So this one is also in grains of gold, I believe. This one, I have started coloring it and I tried to do a unique background. So I used green and yellow and it kind of looks splotchy. I used gelatos and then I added black dots that are pretty large, just in different areas around. I'm not sure I love it, but I haven't colored the actual illustration yet, so we'll see if I can pull it all together with how I color the illustration. But I'm glad I get another chance to do a different background on this. Oh, how cute. It took me a second to figure out what this is. So here we have two little mice inside like a burrow or the hollow of a tree. Oh, how adorable. This would look really nice as a night scene and everything colored a little bit darker. And you could even do like some yellow or white highlights to show a little bit of light shining through. I think that would be really pretty. Here we have just some mushrooms. Again, I think these are good pages for practicing new techniques, practicing blending, you know, using marker and then colored pencils on top, whatever it is that you would like to do. I think these pages are perfect for that. Oh, another cat. I love that Hannah does a lot of cats in her books. I think that's one of the reasons that attracts me to her books. I love this one. I will definitely color this cat black to look like my little Finny. And I'm really excited with all the birds. I just love it. So here we have a really pretty butterfly in a frame. Again, very bejeweled, bedazzled, and adorned. That one will be a pretty one to color as well. Oh, look at this one. This is adorable too. So here we have a little girl snuggling with two little kittens. Oh, how sweet. Can't wait to color this one as well. This one will be adorable. And I could see these two kittens colored in different colorways. Maybe one like a tabby and one in a solid color. Oh, so cute. Here we have a magical key. This would be fun, again, I think, to do a glow on and a cool background. And then we have the end of the book. So she has a dedication dedicated to my family, friends, and all the daydreamers who color in my books. That would be me. Thank you, Hannah. And you have a little illustration here on this one. So that was Summer Nights by Hannah Karlzon. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. Let me know in the comments if you have this book, if you like it, or if you want to purchase it. And if you join my Facebook group, you can post your colored pages from the book. I would love to see them. And I think you can also post them in the community tab here on YouTube. I'm not quite sure. If someone knows the answer to that, I would love it if you would let me know, because I keep saying that and then I forget to go check. So thanks again. I hope you have a fabulous and very crafty day.